Today I'm visiting one of the most reviewed McDonald's in Singapore with over 6,700 reviews on Google Maps. And this one's extremely unique. There's a drive-thru section and it seems massive. Who knows, they might even have an outlet exclusive item since it's such an iconic McD in Singapore. Let's check it out. Alright, we are here. McD is over there, but there's also one of the largest KFC over there. And behind me, the biggest decathlon in Singapore. I went inside, it's humongous. This area feels bizarre because they have so much space, and that's quite rare for Singapore, especially Central. And welcome to the biggest McDonald's in Singapore, I believe. It's really massive, like horizontally long, and check it out, we got a new menu. Maybe you can try it. It's called Sweet Paprika, $8.90, and this is the drive-thru section. This is so cool, having a drive-thru McD at Singapore. Isn't this like the only one in Singapore? So you come inside from here, order there, and pick up over there. If you don't know, owning a car in Singapore is extremely expensive. So that's why a lot of people never experienced drive-thru before, because the demand isn't high, and in the first place, the land is too small, so we don't really have that. All right, let's go inside. Wow, hey, a lot of people. And it is 2 p.m. I don't know why, wow. So if you go over here, it's actually an outdoor section. Oh, there's also a party section. Wow, this is so cool. Never seen this in Singapore. If you go to the original McDonald's in the States, they have this like almost everywhere, but in Singapore, this is rare. You can see it's really massive. So that's the outside area, and here are the eating area. This is where you order. That's where you collect, and there are more eating area over here. Let's get food. So currently they're pushing the sweet paprika. I think I should get one. Wow, that looks junky. Let's get this one, sweet paprika burger with chicken bacon. Maybe we get one more item. My all-time favorite is the McSpicy. So good. We don't have this in ghib, and I fell in love with it after moving to Singapore. Oh, I also love their buttermilk crispy chicken. Oh, this one's new. Lychee nata de coco pie. Let's get that. Oh, that's new too. Mandarin orange Oreo McFlurry. Why Mandarin though? Oh, it's because voila, gong xi fa cai. Happy New Year, guys. Let's get this. Apparently this is new too. Spicy chicken tenders. Let's get the 3-piece for $5.50. Oh, I can select the sauce. Honey mustard curry barbecue. I remember the curry was delicious. Let's get that. Toto is $21. I don't know why it's crowded, because I think many students, they just finished school, and this is the sports district of Singapore. So after big concerts and football matches, hundreds of people flood here. And I see there's a queue at the drive-thru section. Right, wow. Here is everything. Well, I have such a massive meal, but don't worry, I'm going healthy, so I got this. Ta-da! Vegetables. McFlurry, Coke. Oh, this is a new limited burger. And this is the new spicy zinger. Was that the name? I forgot. And yay, 20% off. Wow, I love this McDonald's. It's so spacious. And I'm still thinking about the kid birthday play area. I think if my daughter grows up, I think she will love to come play. And I think I only seen something like that at this outlet. Okay, I'm gonna start from the McFlurry because I don't want it to melt. So this is the Mandarin orange with Oreo at the top. The Mandarin flavor is quite subtle, but then you got this nice crispy bits of Oreo on the top, and it's super creamy. It's just a taste of childhood for me. Very nostalgic. And this is my Diet Coke. Cheers. Alright, we're gonna start from the new menu, Sweet Paprika. This is why I like to come to McDonald's. They always have something new going on, and wow, this looks pretty, huh? So that's the paprika batter fried chicken, and you see the chicken bacon with some lettuce and a sauce. Yeah, let's dig in. Another bite. So the flavor, they say it's sweet paprika, but I don't really taste it. I think it's quite subtle. It doesn't scream like I'm paprika. It doesn't scream. It's just a nice savory flavor of the fried chicken. And what I like is how it's extremely crispy. So the batter itself is crispy. And on top of that, you have the crispy chicken bacon. See, that's the bacon. The bacon itself already crispy, but now you got the batter too. So it's extreme crispiness. But what's difficult about McDonald's in Singapore is that because the normal menu are too good, for example, the McSpicy, the Filet-O-Fish, and of course the buttermilk, because those are too good, like if you compare it to the seasonal menu, often the seasonal menu feels weak. But this one's pretty good. Pretty solid. Again, I love the crispiness, but I do wish they had maybe a spicier version. It looks spicy, but it's not spicy at all. So if they had a spicy one, I think this has the potential of becoming like a perpetual menu. Okay, next up, the spicy fried chicken bites. And they say this is the new menu, but it feels like it was always there, right? Cheers. Unfortunately, not too crispy, and a lot of batter. I don't know, maybe I'm unlucky, but you can see it's mostly batter. But I do love the spiciness. And they also gave me curry sauce, so let's dip it in this. And I recall there was a time that they provided this for free, right? Like they only recently made this payable. Dip it in the sauce. I don't know what's inside, but it's so good that it feels like something illegal is inside. It's so addictive. I love their curry sauce. And finally, their new pie. So it's supposed to be lychee. Oh, wow. It's just so flaky. Look at that. Beautiful. It's hot. And wow. I think they put nata de coco, the chewy jelly. They're very tasty. I think it's not my favorite pie. I prefer heavier pies, like the puru hitam pie they did last year. But still, they're so enjoyable, because the pie itself is so flaky and delicious. So I tried 4 new menus today: the sweet paprika burger, Mandarin McFlurry, lychee pie, and the spicy chicken tenders. And my favorite is the sweet paprika burger. Nice flavor, and again, the extreme crispiness. That was very enjoyable. Wow, super full. And you know what I just noticed? The outlet is 24 hours. And KFC also has a drive-thru area. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I think like not all people came here before, especially if you don't have a car. And actually, I just finished a different shoot on my main channel. I visited one of the least known hawker centers. So from now on, I will play the highlight of that video. So if you want to watch it, please click the link in the video description box below. So please enjoy the video. Whoa, this is pretty new. So it's not really open concept. I think they don't want the birds to come inside, so we're gonna have to pass through this. Reminds me of the Singapore Zoo. So size-wise, it seems like it's smaller than typical hawker centers. It has around 36 stalls and 30 wet market stalls above. But oh my gosh, fried fish head beeping $5, kaya toast set $3.60, bok choy mein $3.50, wonton mee $4. It seems like many dishes here fall in the $3 to $5 range, which is considered incredibly affordable nowadays. First stall is Wan Lao Wu, Chicken King. The stall is quite interesting. They have wonton mee, chicken rice, and even something called the lemon chicken rice, and even Chinese herbal soups. Hello, can I have the wonton mee and lemon chicken rice? Have it here. From this stall, I got the lemon chicken rice and wonton mee, each for $4. And it seems like the value is really good, especially the wonton mee. I see a lot of meat, and the wonton soup were 3 wontons. All right, let's mix everything up. Cheers! Wow, the char siu is great, and whoa, it's pretty spicy. Yeah, very spicy. But the noodles, wow, I love how it's perfectly cooked, al dente, springy, and I love the char siu. It may not be the most tender because they use lean meat and it's pretty fat, but the flavor, beautiful, beautiful honey-like sweetness. And again, I appreciate the portion. So much meat for $4 only. シンガポールでハマったグルメの一つです。めちゃくちゃうまい。Next up, the wonton soup. Tastes so hearty, delicious. Try the wontons. Oh, I love that. The skin is smooth, not too thick. And I appreciate that it doesn't really taste that processed. Correct me if I'm wrong, but $4 for this, isn't it like one of the cheapest in Singapore? If you know a cheaper one with similar quantity, let me know in the comment section, because I think this is pretty affordable. All right, next up, their lemon chicken rice. They do have normal chicken rice, but I thought this was quite unique. I see deep fried chicken and lettuce with some kind of mayonnaise and I believe lemon sauce. So let me start from the rice. Cheers! The rice is pretty perfect. I love how it's moist, chewy next to chicken. I feel like I'm eating the junkier version of chicken rice. It's nice. But I don't really taste the lemon yet, so let me try it with the sauce. Now it feels like I'm eating a completely different dish. It's more of a mayonnaise type of sauce, but there's a hint of lemon. And dang, it goes so well with the deep fried chicken. Let me dip it in the chili. The chili is really nice, super spicy and just so delicious. And shout out to the auntie, she's very kind. Alright, I'm gonna finish this up and let's eat more. Alright, starting out from the chicken chop at Ice Western. This is a new stall, so they were having an opening promo, so I got this for $5 only. The usual price is $6.50, so that's still cheap, you know, because I would say the standard price elsewhere should be like $7 to $8. Cheers! Classic. I really have nothing to say, you know, like the chicken's tender, moist, the gravy is flavorful. $5 for this is such a great deal. The whole sauce tastes very fresh. And the fries? Fries are okay, but the hero is, of course, the chicken. I don't know when the promo will end, and unfortunately it's not halal, as they also serve pork chop, but I'm pretty satisfied with this. Okay, next up, their beef bolognese. I got this for $6.80. And this one, also the portion quite huge. I see a lot of chunks of beef, tomato, and it's very saucy. I like how it's very hot, it's al dente. But the sauce, it feels a bit too wet for me, so it doesn't really stick to the noodles. So when I take a slurp, not much flavor. So I feel like I need a spoon to taste. But again, I appreciate the price, $6.80 for this, and plenty of beef. And when I say plenty of beef, I mean it. There's a lot. It's quite unusual for a hawker stall. Alright, next off, 31 prawn noodle. So I'm so happy I got my order successfully done in Chinese. So I asked for the thick yellow noodles and the thin beef noodles. これは裏技ですね。ミックス実はできます。So topping wise, there are 4 half-piece prawns. So that makes it 2 prawns, fish cake, kangkong, and pork meat. I would say it's pretty generous for $5. Look at this. I love this hawker center. Everything is just good portion, good price. Alright, give it a good mix. Cheers! So I usually like to order the soup, so I can't really give a fair comparison, like how this compares to other stalls. But the prawn flavor is not so strong. Maybe I have to drink the soup. Oh yeah, this looks thick. I guess this is how it works now. You gotta eat together with the noodles to get that full prawn flavor. Drink the soup. I don't know, I still prefer the soup version. Let me try the prawns. Whoa, that's very fresh, super plump and snappy. Overall, this is a very decent bowl of prawn mee, and again, $5. I appreciate that price. There are so many ingredients inside. I feel like it's a great deal. Wow, there's a queue. This is the stall with the longest queue today, and it is called Honki Chicken Rice. So this is quite unique. So after choosing what meat you want, you can choose from steamed chicken rice, roast chicken rice, duck rice, roast pork rice. Then you get to choose your own side dishes. It's almost like a fusion of chicken rice and economy rice stall. So I got the steamed chicken, and for my sides, egg and veggie. Okay, let me try the rice. I prefer the previous one I tried. That one had more flavor. But how's the chicken? Tender, it has a nice saltiness, and the fatty part melts. Wow, the chicken's really good. Okay, next, the interesting part, the economy rice section. Let's try from the egg. That's very eggy. And I forgot to mention the price. It's only $4.70 for this. That is incredibly affordable for, look at all this meat and another protein, which is the egg. Okay, let's try this veggie. za sai. And please do not get overly sensitive to my usage of sai. Sai means vegetable in jipun, not poop. But overall, a solid chicken rice, and again, for only $4.70, this feels like a great deal. Ooh, look what I found. Kampong pancake. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So this stall specializes in minjang kueh, which is Singapore's traditional flour cake. I got the black sesame and peanut, $1.40 each. And I'm pairing it with my kopi. Okay, starting off from the black sesame. Cheers. Shukkan dorayaki poi, but actually much more moist. Oh, this tastes so natural. I love how it's not too sweet. Typically, I will go to Manchi for minjang kueh, but this is less sweet. ほんでシンガポール流はコピと一緒に。And the next one is the peanut butter. It's much more saucy. Look at that. Really a peanut overload. They put actual real peanut and then some kind of peanut sauce. Wow, perfect with my kopi. And that wraps up my experience at one of Singapore's least known hawker centers. Honestly, I had so much fun, so much good food. I love how it's pretty affordable and it's quiet, you know. It never really got crowded. Because again, people, I think they just go to the bigger ones like the old airport food center. So this remains kinda lesser known, kinda under the radar. I really like the flavor and the portion and the price of the wonton mee I had at the first stall. And don't forget the $5 chicken chop. That is a great deal. If you know a hawker center in Singapore that's lesser known than this, let me know in the comment section. If you came here, let me know the food I missed. Let me know your favorite stall. If you are coming, I recommend you to visit when the popular stalls are open, like the Tanjong Rhu Wonton Mee and the famous curry rice. Unfortunately, they were closed when I came. You know, it's crazy, even after living here for 7 years, I still have so much to discover. I've never even heard about this place, so I hope you enjoyed this one. Have a good day, guys. Jipung Lam Bao Liao. Goodbye.